Well, welcome everybody to an exciting afternoon of So You Want to Start a Business. And congratulations if you're thinking about starting a business. Now, if you're looking for a different session or topic, you can use the track buttons below to navigate throughout the event. We'll be sure to include time for question and answers at the end. And you can click on the questions tab below the video player to submit your questions. You can also use the chat on the right-hand side of the page to engage in the session. So please ask questions because we'll have plenty of time at the end for you to field those questions. Now, this is our agenda for this session. We're going to be talking about getting started in a business with a quick business plan, going into choosing the right entity for your business, then keeping track of your financials and finishing up with how to in various ways to get money for your business. This is a little bit about your presenter here today. What you see on the bottom of that slide is what I did in my prior to my retirement back in 2011. But what's more important is what I've been doing since my retirement. And for the last 11 years, been volunteering for an organization called SCORE. And I've really been doing two things for this organization. One, been doing small business owner mentoring services for literally hundreds of small business owners during the last 11 years, principally in the area of finance, accounting, and taxes. And then lastly, I present 2 workshops per month for SCORE, mostly on accounting and tax areas. Just a little word about SCORE, the organization that I volunteer for. SCORE is a national organization. We have around 300 chapters throughout the United States with 10,000 volunteers. Specifically in the greater Seattle chapter of SCORE, we have approximately 85 to 90 volunteers with a wide variety of different disciplines and expertises. The mission of SCORE is to provide an environment for small businesses to flourish within their communities. And we really help small businesses in 3 particular ways. One, we provide small business owner mentoring services. And if you don't have a SCORE mentor, absolutely you should get one. It's absolutely free, and all you need to do is to follow that web link on this page and fill out a short application, take you 10 minutes, and you'll get yourself a SCORE mentor who has a strong background in the area in which you need help. The second area, and by the way, it's absolutely free. There's no charge for that service. The second way in which we provide services is through a variety of different workshops. We host approximately 12 to 15 workshops per month. And the third way is that we have a lot of good information on our website and the SBA's website that's absolutely free for the taking. So please use the services that SCORE provides to help you get started in your business. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here today. Now, there's really a number of different things that you need to do before you get to that point where you launch your business. Okay, and we're going to be talking about 4 out of the 5 things that you see on this continuum here. And the only one that we're not going to be talking about is the formal planning that you need to do, because that is a topic that takes a lot of time. And if you'd like any more information about any of these topics that you see on this slide, we have SCORE has a specific workshop for each one of these to go into much more detail to help you get to that point where you're able to launch your business. So let's first talk about getting started by preparing a quick business plan using the lean canvas. And the lean canvas is something that is a proven way in which to organize your thoughts about starting your business. Now, the key thing about starting a business is that whatever product or service that you're trying to provide, you have to it has to solve a problem for your customers. If you're not solving a problem for your customers, you really don't have a viable business, even though that you may have the best mousetrap in the world. If there's no mice, there's no problem out there. Okay, so the key thing is to make sure that whatever you're going to sell, whether it be a product or service, that your solution is solving some problem out there in the world that people will want to have. Okay? Now, once you have determined what problem you are trying to solve, the next really step that you want to take is to formulate your business and the idea of your business into a single sentence where you can explain in less than 20 seconds what your product or service is, who is your target market, and state what solution your product or service is willing to solve in the world. That's a way to grab your customers and get their attention so that you can make a potential sale to your customers. Okay? This is oftentimes termed as an elevator speech. Okay? So a very key important part here is to formulate that unique value statement so that you can state that to anybody anywhere in the world in less than 20 seconds. Okay? Once you've done that, you're ready to go into this lean canvas where you not only put the problem you are solving and your solution, but also other aspects of your business, such as how are you going to generate revenue? Who is your target market? What is your cost structure that you're going to have in your business? And other things that are going to be very important to solidify in your business to make sure that that even though you may have a product or service, you have to make sure you have a business that's going to be viable and going to make a profit. Okay, this lean canvas, like as I mentioned, is a tried and proven way in which for you to formulate the ideas around a business so that you can move forward. Now, once you've completed that lean canvas and feel real good about it, and hopefully you've bounced it off a few people and your SCORE mentor, you're ready to go to the next step to potentially draft a more complete business plan. And you're really ready to go to the next step that we're going to be talking about, and that is choosing the right legal entity for your business and getting what I call able to function legally in the state of Washington as a business. Now, choosing an entity for your business, you really don't have a lot of different choices. You can either use one that's called what I call an unincorporated entity, which is oftentimes referred to as a sole proprietorship or a partnership. The second is a true entity, which is called a limited liability company or an LLC. And the third is a regular corporation, and you can usually tell those with the word Inc. at the end of their name. Now, there's a real benefit to creating a legal entity for your business. And the first one is the one that's most important, and that is creating a legal entity for your business provides you and your family protection against legal liability in the event that your business gets sued. That is a huge barrier so that somebody cannot attack your personal assets in the event your business gets sued. The second is it may provide you a tax advantage. Okay, and everybody likes saving taxes. Now, which entity is going to be best for your business? You should really seriously consider defaulting to creating a limited liability company, or commonly known as an LLC, for your business, because the benefits are that legal liability protection, potentially saving taxes, simplified administration versus a regular corporation, and it's the right legal entity for the long term of your business. Okay, and when you look at small businesses and the types of legal entities that they create, probably 98% of all small businesses create LLCs for their business. Okay, now how hard is it to create a to create an LLC for your business, it's really simple. You just go onto this website, which is the Secretary of State's website. You fill out an online form. You pay $200, and voila, you've got yourself an LLC for your business. And then to keep it active, you're going to have to pay $60 a year. Not a big deal. Okay. Now, once you've got yourself an LLC, now there's 3 other steps that you need to take. The first one is to get an employer, a federal employer identification number, which is often referred to as an EIN, for your LLC. Okay, and that's not going to cost you a penny to do, because you can do that online on the IRS's website. The second is to get a Washington business license. All businesses in the state of Washington require a Washington business license. And you can go onto the Washington Department of Revenue's website and get that. It'll cost you a little bit, but not much, probably $30 to $40. And then lastly, you need to make sure that your city does not require or may require a business license. And if it does, you need to get a city business license in the city in which your business operates. And once you have those, you have a business that is able to legally operate within the state of Washington. And congratulations at that point in time. So now that you've got, you know that you have a product and service and a business surrounding that product or service that is going to function and be profitable, and that you've created that legal entity for your business and got all the proper business license, now you're starting to say, well, I've started to, make some expenditures, and now you need to keep track of your business's finances. And one of the key things that you need to do is, once you've created that LLC for your business, you need to have separate checking and credit and debit cards for your LLC that are separate and distinct from your personal checking account and debit and credit cards. Very, very important to preserve that legal liability protection in your business. The second thing is you have to have the right accounting system that's appropriate for the complexity of your business. Not all businesses need QuickBooks on day one of their business. And then make sure that you have somebody who is astute in the area of accounting and taxes, so that you can get some competent professional advice when necessary. Okay. Now, when you're choosing an accounting system is really taking all of these transactions that you're going to have during the course of your business's life, processing them and putting them into usable form, which are referred to as financial statements, that not only help you run your business, but also provide information so that you can report accurately for federal, Washington, and local taxes. And there's really three categories of different types of accounting systems, and we're going to go through each one of those different types of, or different categories of accounting systems. The first one is a manual accounting system. And this is, quite frankly, an Excel spreadsheet in which you list all of your transactions in the rows on an Excel spreadsheet. And you categorize the amount of either the incoming money or the outgoing money in specific columns. And what you see is an Excel spreadsheet that I've created for this purpose. And what's really nice about this Excel spreadsheet is that the columns correspond to the federal income tax form you need to do to report your business's income and expenses. So if you're interested in getting this Excel spreadsheet, all you need to do is send me an email, and my email address is right down at the bottom of the slide here, and say, Joe, I'd like that manual accounting system. I'll send you an email back asking you a couple of questions about your business, and voila, you'll get this manual accounting system. And not only that, you'll get annual updates to make sure it complies fully with the federal or with the IRS tax form, so that you know that you can take the information from this and just put it on that tax form on an annual basis. The second category of accounting systems is what I call simple computerized accounting systems for small businesses. And probably the two most popular are FreshBooks and Wave. And quite frankly, I have a preference for Wave because not only is the cost nice, it's free, okay, and secondly, you can do invoicing on it, and it's a full accounting system. It's not as robust as QuickBooks Online, but it's a very good accounting system. The third category of accounting systems is full computerized or comprehensive computer systems for small businesses. And the two major players in this arena are QuickBooks Online and Xero. These two systems can grow with your business. I have seen businesses with sales in excess of $50 million annually using either QuickBooks or Xero. So these are accounting systems that can grow with your business as your business grows. So those are the three different categories of accounting systems. So if you're asking yourself, well, geez, which one should I start out with? You may just want to ask that that person that you have confidence in that has a background in accounting and taxes, which one should you start in? Because you may start in one and then move up to a more computerized or a comprehensive computerized system as your business grows. Okay. Now you've got an accounting system to keep track of all of your expenses and income for your business. Now you're thinking about, geez, to get started, I need some outside funding in order to help me on that. And really, there's two types of funding categories that are available for small businesses. One is debt funding, okay, and the other is equity funding. Now, debt funding, by definition, means that you borrow money from somebody or some entity with a promise to pay them back. Now, if you're starting out a business, oftentimes small businesses use loans from friends and family to start their business, or they go for a bank or credit union loan. Okay, those are two very popular ways to get debt funding for your business. Some other ways that you may want to consider that I have seen that have been successful is crowdfunding. And another way in which to seek debt funds is also through non-bank institutional lenders, which are oftentimes referred to as fintech businesses. And then lastly, if you're buying an existing business, oftentimes the way in which to get financing is a loan from the seller or an earnout from the existing business. Now, the equity option means that somebody gives you money and takes a portion of the ownership of your business. Now, one thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have some type of money that you're going to invest in your business to get it started. And that is oftentimes referred to as bootstrapping. And for people starting out in a new business, they may seek equity funding from friends, family, and partners if they bringing in a partner into their business. The last way, which is really confined to a minority of small business starting up, is through angel investors, and you really have to have a product and a business that could grow very rapidly in the future to interest angel investors. So you're really, for 95% of all small businesses, you're really confined to, for equity options, is really confined to bootstrapping and friends, family, and partners. With that, I'd like to now pass the baton to Amanda Osborne, the Senior Business Specialist of BECU, who will continue this presentation talking specifically about what BECU has to offer small businesses.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Joe, so much. I really appreciate you being here, and SCORE for your continued partnership. Like Joe said, my name is Amanda Osborne. I'm one of the senior business specialists for BECU, and I support the South Puget Sound area. So if you are in the South Puget Sound, you either live there or your business is there, you may have seen my picture on one of the TV screens in one of our neighborhood financial centers. But I am very, very excited to be able to share with you what BECU has to offer businesses in regards to accounts and then services and some of our partnerships that we have. So we're going to just jump right in here. First, we're going to talk about our daily operating accounts. We have two separate types of checking accounts, business checking accounts. We have an interest-bearing checking account as well as our basic checking account. Both of those have no minimum balance requirement. They also don't have any monthly maintenance fees. So you don't have to be worrying about, I have to keep a certain amount or do a certain amount of transactions or I'm going to get a fee. We don't have that at BECU. We also have a wonderful business savings accounts that also don't have any minimum monthly balance requirements or maintenance fees. When you're looking at having funds, maybe you receive some startup funds or you've got some things that you're really just branching out into your business and you're launching into your business and you have funds that are meant for a specific purpose for the future, or you've got money that you're able to just store aside, we have some options that are going to give you some better interest rates. One of those is our money market account. It's got some flexibility like our checking account, but it really is meant to be able to be that liquid emergency funds that you need for your business. As well as another longer term savings approach is our business CDs. Those have a minimum requirement of $500 to open, but the great thing about those is that they do earn a higher rate of interest. So if you are 6 months, maybe a year from launching a new product or service and you already have funds set aside for that venture, go ahead and open a CD account so that you can be earning the most interest possible while waiting for that venture to launch. The next, I want to jump into our services that we offer. One is our business online banking with bill pay. That also is a free service. Bill pay is included with that, which is nice to be able to get all of the to be able to pay your bills and do different things through the business side. Alongside that, we offer our mobile banking, which is wonderful to be able to do things from the BECU business app. You can take pictures of checks for deposit and all of that from the convenience of your phone. You may see a machine on the screen on the left side of your screen, and that is a high-speed online deposit. What is that, you may ask? Well, if you take in a lot of checks for your business or you anticipate to take in checks for your business, you definitely want to look into getting a high-speed online deposit. It's going to be a lot more convenient than taking the pictures of those checks or bringing the checks into one of the teller lines or into an ATM for deposit. It's fast, it's speedy, it connects right to your online banking, and the deposit goes in just like you were putting it through the ATM. Also, we offer our business debit card, which is connected to your business checking account and savings account. The business debit card can be printed at all of our local neighborhood financial centers, or they can be sent in the mail. But that will give you accessibility to make purchases anywhere that MasterCard is accepted, as well as use at ATM machines. Also, for our businesses, we strongly suggest having a business visa. So like what Joe said, having your business accounts and your personal accounts separate is really, really important for especially when it comes time for tax time, but just to make sure that your business expenses are being ran through that separate account. So a business visa is very much like your personal Visa card would be. It's what you would want to put your expenses on. A business debit card does have a purchase limit on it, and a lot of times that business Visa has a higher limit. So you can have more purchase power with it, as well as it's a Visa. And so it is accepted anywhere that Visa is accepted. We have two partners that we work with consistently to help support businesses, especially if for in the payroll side of things, if you have employees, whether you have 1 employee, 2 employees, 4 employees, 40 employees. Paychex is an amazing, amazing company that comes alongside small business owners and helps with solutions. So that may be payroll solutions, so that they can offer, you can offer your employees direct deposit. It also helps with having all of the payroll taxes, which are, there's a lot of them and it's a lot to keep up with. And so having a partner to do that is amazing. They also offer HR solutions. So whether it's benefits or an HR handbook, they will help you create that and provide that for your employees and for you. The other one is our merchant services. That is the ability to accept credit and debit cards for payment for your products or services. And they have a lot of different options within that. We partner with a company called Fiserv, and they are very well known for just their excellent customer service. Both Paychex and Fiserv, the reason why BECU partners with them is because they really are looking out for our business members, and they want to make sure that they are getting the most out of their membership as possible. All right, so jumping into managing your accounts. Managing your business financials is crucial for the success of your business. Most business owners don't know how to run the business side of the business. They know their trade, they know their service, they know their product, but the business side is a lot of times what they need help with. And we suggest that you definitely enlist those professionals. And again, I'm going to be kind of a broken record and follow up what Joe was saying, but enlist those professionals and those tools to help you with managing your business. You need assistance with accounts, including deposits and loans, your daily transactions, with your payroll, so taxes and human resources, helping managing your inventory, receivables, and making sure that you have your insurance properly set up. So whether it's that you need insurance from a general liability perspective, maybe you have a business vehicle or business equipment or commercial real estate, but having the proper insurance is really, really important. And so enlisting those business professionals to help you, or again, those tools like a QuickBooks or Wave to give you that assistance that you need to make sure that your financials are in order. It's so important. Another thing that I strongly suggest is revisiting those regularly. As your business grows, maybe you're looking at it going, well, I just started my business, or I'm thinking about starting a business. Well, guess what? As your business succeeds and as it grows, so will the needs of your business. And so having some trusted advisors working with you and revisiting those items specifically that are listed there regularly are going to just help you grow and become more and more successful. All right, that is what I have for you today. So now it's the fun time. It's time for your questions. So for all of you on the call that is with us today, please, if you have any questions, Joe and I would love to answer those. We ask that you utilize the chat. So please go into the chat and type up your question, and we will go ahead. I'm going to hand it over to our moderator, and Gloria is going to help us with those questions, and then Joe and I will jump back on and give our answers. Thank you.
Hello. So we do have a question. The first one is, I heard it's really easy to get a loan from these fintech lenders, such as Cabbage. Are there any pitfalls to getting a loan through them?
Well, there are. And it's true that you can get a loan within 24 hours from these fintech lenders like Cabbage. The real downside is that they oftentimes charge a horrendous rate of interest. And when I say horrendous, that can be upwards to 20 to 30%. So fintech lenders are really good if you run into a cash crunch and can repay that loan very quickly so that you don't run up a lot of interest in the interim when you have that loan outstanding. But if you're looking for a long-term loan, a fintech lender is not the way to go.
Can you hear me okay, Joe? Is there any accounting software that you recommend?
Well, the accounting software that I recommend is really based upon the facts and circumstances of your business. A business just starting out may be, if you have only, let's say, 20 to 30 transactions, either money coming in or money going out during the month, an Excel spreadsheet could work pretty good for you. And the one that I showed you on the screen that I'd be willing to send to you is one that could work very well for your business. In fact, there's probably about 80 to 100 of my SCORE clients that are currently using that Excel spreadsheet. Now, if your business is going to be having many, many transactions during the course of a month, then we need to look at something more robust than an Excel spreadsheet, potentially going to QuickBooks Online, which is a very popular solution for many, many small businesses within the United States.
We have another question from a member. How many sessions can a new business owner get with SCORE? Is there a limit? Also, where can I get the loan canvas template?
First of all, you know, we'd be SCORE Greater Seattle would be tickled pink if you took as many sessions as you would like from us. They're relatively low cost, very informative, and I would urge you to do that because they will help you get your business started and started right. Now, where do you get that lean canvas template? Best thing to do is get it off the internet. Just Google lean canvas, and you will see numerous examples of it, and they will pretty much all look like the one that I showed on this slide here today.
All right, we have another question. I've heard it's recommended to take on an accounting course. Do you have a recommendation for a good accounting 101 course?
Um, Really, you know, it's really not so much as knowing accounting. It's knowing how to understand financial statements, and being able to read a financial statement and understand how your business is operating is really important for you to use that financial information that your accounting system will generate in order to manage your business properly. Okay. Now, will an accounting course of some sort help you with that? Absolutely. It'll give you the basics on how a financial statement is constructed, but you really don't need to have that background in accounting. Now, one of those. Now, if you want more information about accounting and potentially using QuickBooks Online as your accounting system, SCORE does have a very good workshop that we host on a monthly basis called QuickBooks Online Basics You Need to Know. And again, very low cost. And we have an instructor that is one of the 10 best QuickBooks experts in the United States.
All right, we have a question from Haley. What if you are a sole proprietor and need to focus on HR, inventory, and more on your marketing your product? Would you recommend any resources for doing better marketing for a small business of one?
Um, I think that the best way to go about that or solving that issue in a very low cost way, and I'm going to revert to the services that SCORE offers, is get yourself a SCORE mentor who can help you at no cost at all, who has expertise in marketing, that can guide you to determine what areas you need to focus on for your marketing and advertising for your small business. That's a very low cost or no cost way in which to get started. Now, if you need services beyond that, he or she, that SCORE mentor, can recommend potentially other businesses that can that focus on social media marketing, email marketing, and other types of marketing that can help you on a regular basis to promote your business and your products and services.
All right, we have a question from Marion. I'm a life coach who does not have a license in Washington or in most other states, and I'm wondering whether I need a business insurance license in addition to personal liability insurance. This business grosses about $1,000 a month from coaching clients and teaching online course for a coaching network.
Okay. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, where are you personally located? Because that is where your business is located. And if you're located within the state of Washington, you absolutely require to have a Washington business license for your business. There's no exceptions to that rule. Now, I think I forgot the last section of that question. So, Gloria, could you repeat that, please, again for me?
Sure. So they were saying that do they need insurance for personal liability, and the business grosses about $1,000 a month from close coaching clients and teaching an online course for coaching in a coaching network.
Good. Thank you very much, Gloria. Um, you may not need any insurance as long as you have created a limited liability company for your business to protect you and your family in the event that your business would get sued. Now, your business has probably very few assets, if any. And the worst that could happen if your business would get sued is that they could take away all the assets of your business, which probably aren't much. So, you may not need any business liability insurance. It's always nice to have business liability insurance in the event that you get sued, but it may not be necessary as long as you have a limited liability company as the legal entity for your business.
All right, we have a question from Anne. If you start a business here in Washington and branch out to other states, are you able to keep your business account at BECU?
Absolutely. So you can go ahead and keep that business account. There, of course, from a convenience perspective, we don't have branches all over the United States or out of the country. So some things, servicing things, are going to take a little bit longer to do. But other than that, yes, absolutely, you can keep your business accounts with BECU if you are out of state.
Okay, any recommendations for first-time minority business owners needing startup funds?
Ooh, yes, and I would suggest that I forget the name of the organization, and but I would seek advice from a SCORE mentor or directly from the SBA as to the type of organization that you should focus your attention on. There may be multiple organizations that you should work with because there are funds available for minority women-owned businesses out there.
I think we have just enough time for one quick question from Brent. If someone wants to buy my business, how do I assess the value of it?
Number of different ways in which to do that. You could seek advice from a CPA. You could go to a business broker and ask for a valuation of your business, or you could seek advice from a SCORE mentor, such as myself. I have done valuations of numerous businesses during the last 11 years, and it's really not all that difficult to do, as long as you have a little history about your business.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today, and thank you for all of your questions. If we did not answer all of your questions specifically, we will do our best to try to get a hold of those questions and get those answers to you. Joe, I want to again thank you so much for being with us today and for participating and for your continued partnership with BECU.